daily game plan for success. It's Sax in the Morning. Steve Sax.
Hi, Steve Sax here with Sax in the Morning, and today is Monday, the 2nd of January, and today's my sister's birthday. I want to throw out a very happy birthday to my sister, Tammy, and I'm not going to tell you how old she is, but let's just maybe think about an old Buick, and there you go, okay? If she found this out, she just slaughtered me. Anyway, she's going to listen and just nail me. But love my sister. I want to say happy birthday to her. But this week, we're going to talk about a new beginning. So we're going to give out 12 tips over the next 3 days, cut them up about 4 each, on how to get something started that's new. And what better time than the present? And so a lot of people have some trepidation about starting something new. They get a little bit, scared about failure. Of course, that's one of the big things out there, is afraid to start something because they don't want to fail at it. So tip number 1. Make a decision. That's the thing. If you sit there and you squander and you wonder and you think, should I or shouldn't I? Just make a decision. You got to do it. A big part of making that decision is finding out if it's something you really want to do. Warts and all, because it's not going to be perfect. Consider what it will realistically take. And if at the end it's worth it, then you jump right in. But don't sit there and ponder the thing forever. If you make some mistake, you can fix it. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2. You can't just start something new. You also need to stop doing some of the things that are old and change those things that were clutter in your life. You need to jettison all that clutter and get that stuff out of the way so the new change can take away and have a better path to being successful. Because so remember, having things that are not productive in your life, you need to get rid of those things because all they do is weigh you down. All right. So that's probably the second thing I'd say. Also, determine what the obstacles are. Okay. How much it's going to cost? Not only cost, how much it's going to cost, but what's the cost in time? Time commitment certainly means something as well. And also, how much do you need to learn? All right. There's going to be a learning curve in anything that you do. So you got to consider all those things. So the investment part of it is not only in money, but if it's in time, it's in emotion, and all those things really, really matter. So you got to consider those things when you're going to be starting something new. And number 4, so often people get started and they think about all that they have to invest in all sorts of equipment or clothing or classes and all these tangible things. That's great, but a large investment isn't going to keep you accountable, and it's just going to make you feel guilty if you do fall a little bit short sometimes. So just remember, keep your eye on the horizon and things are going to be fine. Remember, if it's something you love to do, it's kind of hard to beat somebody like that. So in scope, let's talk about a couple of things here. Number 1, you got to make the decision. Probably the most important thing. Number 2, you need to stop doing some of the things that are old and get those things out of the way. And remember, you're on to a new venture. Number 3, determine what the costs are, okay? Both in time and in money. And number 4, research what you need and only invest in that. Don't overspend in the beginning. So tomorrow we're going to have 4 more tips for you on how to get this thing done correctly. And that is my short for today. If you like what you heard, give us a positive review, subscribe, and share. Also, remember that the Sax in the Morning swag is now available on my Instagram site. Go to saxinthemorning_podcast. You'll see it right there on the Instagram, and just hit the link. Everything's there, mugs, hats, tumblers, you name it. Take advantage of it.